This is the Ford Ranger XL 4x4. This is the cheapest variant of the Ranger. In this video, we'll do a very quick first-person walk around. I'll show you the exterior, the interior, and we'll talk about the features. So, is it worth the money? Let's find out. So of all the variants of the Ranger, the XL 4x4 is the most different in the sense that the headlights and the grille are not interchangeable with the regular variants of the Ranger. So this is a different shape as well as this. So as you can see on the regular Rangers, you get this horizontal strip on the grille. The grille extends all the way here. But on the XL, this entire section right here, including this part over here, are part of the headlamp, and the grille ends over here. So as you can see, the headlamps are massive. They're reflector halogens. The grille is unpainted plastic with this rough finish to it. You get a massive Ford logo at the center. And you also don't get fog lamps down here. Like the other variants of the new Ranger, the XL is also wider by about 50 millimeters or 2 inches compared to the previous generation. Like the other variants, this also gets a dual wishbone setup at the front and a rigid axle with leaf springs at the back. It now has longer suspension arms. The fender wells are also now bigger, so you can fit bigger tires without a lift. Now I know that you could fit 32-inch tires on the previous Ranger without a lift, so I think it's safe to assume that you can fit 33-inch tires here without modifications. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. So here at the side, you can see that the XL 4x4 is quite basic. You get 16-inch steel rims. They're wrapped in 255/70 R16 tires. These are Bridgestone dual tires. You got a flat black fender vent. By the way, this is real. You get flat black side mirrors. These are not power folding, they're manual folding. You get flat black door handles. You don't get a step board. So here at the back, the most obvious change is you don't get a rear bumper. You also get halogen tail lamps. The liftgate is not assisted, so it is quite heavy. And as you can see, there is no bed liner for the XL 4x4 variant. But you still get these box steps over here so you can enter the bed from the side of the truck. You only get 2 engine options for the new Ranger, and only the top-of-the-line Wildtrak gets the more powerful 2-liter bi-turbo. The rest, including the XL, get a single-turbo 2-liter engine that puts out 167 horsepower and 405 Newton-meters of torque. There's only one transmission option for the XL 4x4, and that's a 6-speed manual. Okay, so on the inside, the Ranger XL 4x4 doesn't look that different compared to the XLT actually. You got a slightly smaller 10-inch screen compared to the Wildtrak, but it's still big compared to other pickups. You don't get a push start button. You have to put the key in the keyhole like so. You also get the same animation on the instrument cluster. By the way, the instrument cluster is also fully digital, like on the Wildtrak. Yeah. So this, I believe, gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get single zone climate control, and thankfully you get knobs, physical knobs. You also got a physical volume button over here. The dashboard is made entirely of hard plastic. You don't get the top glove box here that you get on the Wildtrak. Of course, you get a bottom glove box. The seats are covered in fabric. They're both manually adjustable. Now, since this is a 4x4 model, you get this drive selector knob. You also get a rear differential lock over here. You get one USB-C, one USB-A port, 2 cup holders over here. You don't get the cup holders right next to the air vents. Speaking of the air vents, these look pretty fancy. They have this intricate looking design. You get a manual handbrake over here, which I think is actually preferable over an electronic parking brake for utility purposes or for off-road purposes. The armrest is made of hard plastic. You get a 6-speed manual transmission, and like the previous Ranger, to shift into reverse, you just pull on this and then you put it in this position. The steering wheel is polyurethane. You get some buttons here for your infotainment screen. You don't get cruise control, and underneath the armrest you have plenty of storage. Okay, let's step in the back seat now. So here at the back, legroom is quite good. You don't get air vents, but you do get one 12-volt outlet over here. Headroom is about this much. That's about 3 inches. Legroom is quite decent. You don't get a foldable armrest, but you do get storage underneath the... Okay, there's actually storage underneath the rear seats. The previous Ranger was a hit among 4x4 enthusiasts. It was a common sight in 4x4 shops, decked out with big tires and a couple of inches of lift. For those people, I think the Ranger XL 4x4 is a good platform for mods. At 1.19 million pesos, it is priced quite low for a 4x4 truck, so you have plenty of budget left over for mods. Even in stock form, it looks quite macho already, with its boxy look and its wide fenders. But with a set of bigger tires, it's gonna look like a proper weapon. It also helps that the wheel wells are much bigger now and can accommodate bigger tires. By the way, you might be wondering if you'll void your warranty if you have your mags and tires replaced. I wasn't sure either, so I asked Collin from Ford Balintawak. So Collin, pag pinalta ba yung mags and tires mo, void yung warranty?
Hindi naman po siya mag-void yung warranty unless po magpapalift kayo ng sasakyan natin. Doon po siya mag-void yung warranty. Ang Ford Ranger po natin, 5 years warranty na po tayo.
5 years warranty na. The only competitors of the Ranger XL 4x4 are the Hilux J 4x4 and the Strada GL 4x4. They're all priced about the same. From the outside, I think the Ranger looks a lot less like a base model, thanks to its painted bumper and its overall better stance. The tires of the Ranger are bigger and fatter. It has 255 tires, while the Hilux only has 225 tires, which are very skinny. The Ranger XL has more power than the Hilux J. On the inside, it's a landslide win for the Ranger XL 4x4. The Hilux J is very, very basic, with manual windows and a 2-din stereo. No match for the Ranger XL 4x4 with all power windows and its massive 10-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Overall, the Hilux J and the Strada GL 4x4 feel like work vehicles, while the Ranger XL 4x4 feels like it could be easily converted to a Parma vehicle or a family vehicle with a couple of tasteful mods. So the Ranger XL 4x4 sells for 1,198,000 pesos, which is pretty cheap for a 4x4 truck. Now it's also quite basic, but I think this is a good platform for those who want to modify their vehicles. You already have the 4x4 capability, the differential lock. All you need are bigger tires, a proper lift, and you have yourself a proper off-road machine.
Hi, I'm Collin Almario, sales consultant of Ford Balintawak. Please like my page, Ford Promo by Collin Almario. Thank you!
Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on my next video.